we go, guys. Time for the finals of our Pro-Am doubles cricket. I am ecstatic to see it, and I am really ecstatic to be calling the game next to my good friend, Danny Baggish here.
Yeah, this is the finals, and a little bit of an upset, I believe, coming from the loser side, and seeing Alex go down in third. But that means Pat and Garrett played well, and here they are.
Yeah, certainly surprising to see. It was surprising to see how all the matches kind of shaped up. The Super Darts 3-0 win as well. But no discredit. Pat and Garrett earns the right to be in this situation. They had to play. They had to get the dubs in. And now it's time for them to see if they have the double dip in their system.
Yeah, they're going for the double dip here, and it's going to be hard to double dip this team of Super Darts and Ben and Kenny Doyle, but they're here for a reason. So let's see what Pat and Garrett can stir up here as Pat fires in a nice little 7 mark to ask the question of Mr. Kenny Doyle, a.k.a. Kenneth Doyle.
Yeah, listen, I read the name on the paper sometimes. And what did you think Kenny was short for? Kenneford?
Well, I mean, I thought Nick was short for Nicholas.
Well, that's your mistake for assuming.
But the obvious thing is, if you say, hey, is Nick short for Dominic or Nicholas, 95% of the people are going to say Nicholas.
And you know what they say Danny's short for? Washed up.
Oh, nice player. 6 mark by the semi-pro Garrett.
Looking over here, be interesting response from Ben. Ben has just been having this clutch timings to really set up Kenny with whatever shot Kenny needs. Time and time again, we've seen him do that, and that's what made them really persevere in that seat match, or the seat match.
Yeah, 3 mark there by Pat, and early doors here for Kenny and Ben. So Kenny loves that 17. So I wouldn't be surprised if he hits the good old. Never mind. Just shut the 17 now.
Yeah, he just went ahead and pop it. Sometimes Kenny just likes to push along the game. Not really going to have too much hesitation there. He's feeling pretty comfortable with this first leg position, even with the potential of a 3 of the bed. Doesn't really change much here for Kenny's shot selection.
Yeah, and what do you think Kenny was short for? Kennifer?
He's quoting what we were saying.
Yeah, but I no disrespect, Mike, but Kenny could just be Kenny. Doesn't have to be short or long for it. That just could be his name.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And also, jokes aside, I do know that most people would not assume Nick is short for Dominic. I just happen to be the 3rd Dominic in my line. So Dom was claimed by Grandpa. Dominic was claimed by my dad. And so they said, oh, well, I guess Nick's left. So they gave me Nick.
Totally understandable. And on a side note, let's just look at this and say, Sharon Butler says, pains me to say Danny is correct.
The way she worded it is phenomenal. Sharon, thank you as always for tuning in. I love it. Looks like Mr. Kenny Doyle does go ahead and get leg number 1 here for Super Darts. And honestly, Ben's doing a great job just doing all the support stuff he needs as the AM in this Pro-Am.
Yeah, we're back to a race to 3 format, so best of 5. So plenty of time for Pat and Garrett to get comfortable here and try to put on that 2 scoop shoes, but it's not going to happen when you open up with 3 320s.
I also really loved there, though, even though they lost the leg, you saw Pat and Garrett, they were smiling, laughing, telling jokes with each other. And if you ever talked with Pat, you know that's just kind of how he is in general. But, yeah, no, I mean, you have to stay in high spirits regardless of the scenario. Look at that, Kenny Doyle. 9 mark.
A.K.A. Kennifer.
No, we already gave him Sunshine State Santa as a nickname. We can't give him Kennifer.
Yeah, it seems like Kenny with his opening today, it's either 9 or 1.
And again, he's one of the most consistent players typically. Normally you'd expect 5 to 7, not 9 or 1.
Yeah, agreed. Well, Ben's just trying to stay straight here. Only gets 1, and that's That's not a ideal follow with Kenny shooting that 9 mark. Just kind of negates that. So,
And you can see, not wasting really any of it there. Garett's able to find a big 7 mark, and he started right at that close there. There was not really much hesitation. He knew exactly the shot selection he wanted there and executed it near perfection.
yeah, but as we know, this is Kenny's favorite number, as he's gonna try to put in 6 here. He only gets 4.
Yeah, to follow up the 9, he wanted a little bit more gas on it. But they're going against the darts here, right? They got the first leg underway, so they're just going to be kind of keeping cool. No alarm bells quite going off yet.
Oh, he looked back and said, "Oh, shucks, are you kidding me?"
That's exactly what he said. If you guys are curious how we know what these players are saying, because we think about what we would say if we did the same thing.
Solid 4 mark. Don't think it's going to be enough with Garett behind here.
A little bit of a troublesome darts. Find it. That's a tough find in the last start there.
It was. I thought it was blocked there, but he finds a way. But it doesn't exclude the 9 mark here to get ahead in points and shut the 18 down. So we all know that he's capable of. But
Paul's like, why does Will sound different? Yeah, he has something stuck in his throat. His voice sounds a little different over here, right, Will?
5 marks by Kenny. Will. Why do we even bring up that name while we're on the stream?
Blame Paul, not me.
We could. I mean, Will, Sean. Like, why do we even talk about those guys?
Because they're our friends. Gordon, DJ, they're our friends. Look at this timing from Ben. He's done this every time when there's been these moments of slip-ups. He's bailed it out.
He has, and it's a great timing 9 mark there, and a smart shot there by Garett, closing the 15s and the 16s, and Kenny saying, "Yeah, that's what I would have done."
That's about the right shot.
It's 4-3, and Kenny's probably saying that because he's like, you know what, these 3 bulls are going to go in 2 darts. 3 darts. As he misses low. Oh, he hits it.
Wow. Again, we saw it in the seat match when Ben hit his timely 8 mark. We've seen it right there with the timely 9 mark. Ben has been the X factor in this Pro-Am. The Am truly is being impactful.
Yeah, he is being impactful. And this is a tough time for Pat and Garett because, you might see a little laid-back Kenny and Ben here because, even if Super Darts loses this leg, they're going to have to start the next leg.
Yeah, to go 2-0 up in a race to 3, especially with loser start, I mean, that's massive.
Yeah, and then there's times as in the first throw, second throw, or third throw, you're trying to win that leg and so forth, but you don't want to extort all your energy into that one leg and end up barely losing it, having to start the next leg, and then coming out with a 3 or 5 mark.
We've seen adrenaline dumps, right? I mean, that is one of the factors that can make a big difference. Oh, no, just the 1 mark there, and you can see Pat throwing the hands on the head, knowing that could be detrimental here. Don't want to give momentum to the Super Darts teams. Not really punished.
No, not punished. So 2 mark by Ben, and here we go. Garett, a 5 mark here, 6 mark here on the 20s. I like the aggressive play, though. Look, he's saying, you know what, I'm just going to shut the 19 down. After you missed the first one, I would have went to the 20. But again, that's just me. That's just my strategy.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit of a head scratcher because you expect Kenny to be able to hit about a 6 mark here.
Yeah, Kenny will hit a 6 mark because he's going to hit 6 17s alone, and then he's going to take a shot at the 20. But when he goes 17 to 20, he usually drops that 20.
Drops it.
Yeah, it's a different. I don't know why if it's a different switch for him going from 19 to 20. He doesn't concentrate as hard, and he just kind of just throws it to where 17's, obviously a little more to the right. Maybe alignment issue on the line or whatever the case may be, because you could see himself adjust after that that second triple 17.
Well, and Kenny would be the first one to tell you it's not necessarily his form itself, but more so his focus. He tells himself time and time again he's lost more games due to losing focus on a particular turn or dart than anything else. And if you ever see him play League, he'll point out everything that's going on around you and he'll talk about it. He's very subtle with his ADHD.
Yeah, that he does. As we see Ben again with a timely triple and closing the 20s with the 2 singles and then 51 points. And this is that moment in the match where if you're Pat and Garett, you look at each other and you say, you know what, man, listen, second place isn't bad. It was a good run in this field.
Yeah, and again, another 3-0 win in line right now for Super Darts. And honestly, Ben's been the real MVP of that team, though. His timing of those big shots, I really just can't understate it. Like, that is so impactful to the team dynamic here.
Yeah, he played really, really well. Nice 7 mark by Pat. A little too late, but yeah, his timing was unbelievable all day in this event, and so hats off to him for playing a solid role in this matchup for sure.
2 girls, 1 bull. Taylor Thaxton, Caitlin Myers survive a last leg decider there against Meredith McGee and Kaylee Beard to move on to the 3rd place match, which is what you're going to be seeing after this match concludes here against Terry Johnson and Teresa Sullivan. And Doyle, 3 bulls for the win here. And gets it done. Look at that. Job done indeed